Welcome back, everybody. Diagram Claw. Witcher Silver Sword we already have. Heavy Leather Jacket. I think ours is going to be better. So you need the hardened leather there.
Sure.
Let's trade. Variant sword, mine is still better. Silver-plated sword. I think we're all right. In terms of goods and stuff, I think we're doing okay. We got another craftsman over there. We've got the inn in here. Let's head to this village outside the town, assuming that it's over this way.
So
I
how's it going,
I do kind of like how I feel like this town is pretty well alive. Looks really nice.
Welcome to my...
I need one of your incense formulae.
I've got more than...
I'm interested in the bestseller. Someone's offering a handsome price for that formula. They say it's harmful.
Impossible. I haven't had a single complaint. And I'll not give the formula to anyone. How about this? I give you a formula for a similar scent. You get your reward, and I'll keep my secret.
See, I don't...
If I don't get the real formula by the count of 5, you'll be greeting one of the 2 friends I carry on my back. 1, 2...
You won't intimidate me. Get out of my sight!
I don't want to lie to the guy.
Everything in order?
This is that little fishing village docks out here? Yeah. Does this connect to anything else? Alright, I guess this is the village out here. Oh, man.
Where might you be going?
What kind of question is that? Anyway, know where I can find an elf named Cedric?
Don't get involved in this.
The merchants are paying good money for killing the beast.
Coin is never the most important thing.
Maybe, but it's still pretty useful.
I don't trust her.
Sheila? Why not?
She's a powerful sorceress. Dangerous to her foes, even more dangerous to her friends.
I know you don't like her. Any specific reason?
I'm just trying to warn you.
Thanks. I guess I'll have to ask her.
How?
We're going hunting together, right after I find Cedric.
Well, then let's go see him. He should be at the top of his observation tower.
Triss is a neat... They did a great job in kind of fleshing out her character. You know, they've always kind of... In the impression that I got from sorceresses in the books were that, you know, they were just like anyone else, you know, they're extremely powerful and everything, but they were always very self-confident and independent. So it's kind of neat to see her, like, really attached to Geralt.
Hello?
I mean, understand that in the Witcher world, unlike in most RPGs, sex in the Witcher world is like sex in the real world. Some of it's love, and a lot of it's lust. You know,
In Belk. It'll be nearly a year now.
Moril would delight in a day like this, Saharan. Enjoy the memory of her. Don't wallow in the longing.
I try. I do. But I cannot believe all the bad blood this disappearance has bred.
Don't let other Shay poison your memory of her. Hatred is but an outlet for helplessness.
Thank you, Cedric. Raphael.
Raphael.
you failed. Cedric. Good sir.
Are you Cedric?
Who asks?
Geralt of Rivia.
Ah, the Witcher. And
Triss Marigold.
lovely scent, Triss.
Cedric, look at me.
What do you want, Geralt of Rivia?
The elf woman you were talking about. How did she disappear?
Saharim believes the forest took her.
What do you believe?
Moril simply vanished, almost a year ago now. Some say she was too beautiful, and Dwan must have harmed her.
You believe that?
If I have no evidence before me, I try to trust my feelings. And they tell me the forest did not take her.
Why would you keep that from Saharim?
Because it's meaningless. Perhaps she was murdered, perhaps she departed on her own, never to return. She's gone, and neither I nor Saharim can reverse that.
What are the Scoia'tael fighting for?
Do you ask about the old ones, who hoped to restore our race to its previous glory? Or about the young ones, who fight for survival and out of suicidal revenge?
Yorvith's warriors. Which mold do they fit?
They believe they are still independent, and that there is but one just way to view their cause. In truth, however, they're but a shadow of the Enshay's former glory. They cling to delusions to the very moment when a sword or a noose ends their life, or until they realize the truth themselves, which is, I believe, the worst.
Who exactly are you?
One who warns humans against the dangers that lurk in the forest.
Care to clarify?
I am old, even for an elf. Yet the forest is older. I've lived in it for years and understand it, though it's nothing I can explain. At times I make mistakes and people don't come home.
So you help humans?
I just know if it's safe to venture beyond the gates or not.
Maybe I'll come back when you're sober.
You witches live a long life. You may indeed get to see that day.
Interesting.
I'm looking to hunt in this area, and I could use some advice.
I'm no witcher. I set traps, snares, try to keep neckers away from Lobindit. That's all.
I'm aiming a little higher than Neckers.
The old man, meaning the Karen. Finally, Laredo's splurge. Listen, I'm not one to teach your grandmother to suck eggs. You witches know your work. But if you pay me, I can prepare a useful trap.
What kind of trap?
Puncturing trap, immobilizing trap, even decoys to pull monsters into an ambush. Whatever you like. Since I can easily finish off an ensnared Necker, it should be child's play for you.
I need to make a few orens. You wouldn't happen to have a job for a witcher, would you?
There's never a shortage of work for a witcher in this forest. It's positively teeming with beasts. Though I'm not surprised they come here in droves.
Know why that is?
Cursed places attract all sorts of scum, like dung attracts flies. There was once a great house in the clearing. They locked up lunatics there. During the war with Nilfgaard, it was raised in a fire. The lunatics broiled in their cells. The ruins remain cursed to this day. 2 daredevils went off to explore the ruins recently. They haven't been seen since.
A great house, you say. Tell me more about the building itself.
It was an old manor house that was converted into a mental institution. There was no shortage of lunatics in wartime. They just kept coming. Reverend Mercier locked them up in there and looked after them. If you find the two people lost in the ruins of the mental asylum, you stand to be handsomely rewarded. By them or their families.
No harm in trying.
Hey.
I aim to kill the Karen. Heard you might be able to help.
That depends on the sort of aid you seek.
I need
Everybody
information.
crosses their arms.
We should have killed it years ago. Now I don't know. The beast has become too large for the riverbed, and it has strange growths on its tentacles,
Lily.
extremely thick skin. Previously, it inhabited a swamp along one of the Pontar's tributaries. Completely wild terrain. Even the Scoia'tael don't venture there. You should go see the wreck of the boat it recently sank. Inspect any traces it's left. See the destruction.
Where's this wreck?
Venture south into the forest, then turn east toward the river. You'll find the ruins of a bridge erected long ago by the Enshe. The wreck lies at their foot.
Thanks, Cedric.
Alright, so we,
You'll find me by the boat wreck.
Shit.
you're going...
Glad you're here.
Wanted to see you this
Oh.
today.
Damn you, Triss! You know... See if we can, make a few orans for ourselves. I wonder if it's the same Karen, as I said, my memory's kind of fuzzy of the books. I should go back and reread them. But,
Quick!
I do remember there being a Karen or something, I believe that's what it was, that Geralt had encountered on a boat. Blood of Elves was in that book. Talk to Milena. I would like to go check this out. It's a great environment. Fortunately, it's suffering from the same thing that many RPGs tend to when they're huge worlds. I know not Oblivion or Fallout, but there's certain paths that you have to take. It also, by the way, is very worth it, if I remember from the first game, in collecting everything that you can find. A lot of these potions and everything are pretty useful. What I do miss from the first game, I wish they kind of would have brought back, but I guess they didn't, was creating your own potions. I think I had created Blizzard, was the one, that was like so unbelievably awesome. I had just created it out of completely experimenting and playing around, and it was a totally random find, which made it even cooler. Lily, relax. No. It's raining out today, we can't play. The last thing I need is a dog covered in mud running through the house. Hey! Really? No, you won't. Getting a little bit better at combat. Not much better, but better enough. Damn, what are you... Alright, folks. Cutting the video. As always, thank you very much for watching, and tune in the next. Thanks for watching, folks.